Hi everyone, it's Kevin Cohane from the CHEO Foundation, and I'd like to welcome you to a very, very special staff appreciation event. This in 2021, the continuing saga of COVID, and a week in which we're trying to recognize the exceptional work by all of you at CHEO, through the Research Institute, and at Roger Neilson House. Every time around this time of year, we try to hold a staff appreciation event. Normally we do it outside and we've got some food and everybody lining up and we get a chance to say hello and thank you in a very personal way. This year, like last year, unfortunately, that's not possible. But what we are doing instead is we want to say thank you on behalf of our community. Everyone in our community loves the people at CHEO, the Research Institute, and Roger Neilson House. You inspire the community to support us so generously, and this in turn enables us to provide money that supports the equipment you purchase, the programs that we run, the research we conduct, and all of the things that help make CHEO such a special place. I'm really honored to say that our friends from RBC are sponsoring tonight's staff appreciation event. I want to thank RBC and Marjolaine Houdon, because without them, this really wouldn't be possible. The show tonight that you're about to see is with the Jim Cuddy Trio. And you know, I can't think of anything more Canadian and more fun and something that can let you get at home, hopefully with your friends and family, to relax and enjoy a show that's all intended about you. It's about thanking you for the work that you've done and letting you know that our community, our foundation, and everyone that you serve values the work that you do, and we appreciate it more than you can ever know. So enjoy tonight's program, and I hope to see you and all of us back at a staff appreciation event next year where we can mix and mingle like we'd like to. Okay, everybody, all the best. Thank you.
Hello, staff members. My name is Ollie. This is my mother, Dawn, of course.
Hi, everyone.
And so I spent a lot of time here at CHEO. Thank you, staff, for helping me get well. Thank you for giving me my vaccines. Thank you for also helping all the kids in CHEO. You rock. Hope you enjoy your special day.
Bonjour, Team CHEO. You've been working non-stop for so many months, taking care of our kids, working at testing sites, vaccination sites, even taking in patients from across the province. Every day you deliver exceptional care to your young patient. You take care of their families too. At a time when it's really not easy for anyone, you've continued to show up every day with a smile. It's inspiring. Vous travaillez sans relâche depuis des mois. Votre engagement vers nos jeunes et leurs familles, c'est tout simplement remarquable. At RBC, we've been proud supporters of CHEO for over 30 years. We appreciate what you do every day for children and youth in our community. From the bottom of my heart and from everyone at RBC, a huge thank you. Merci du fond du cœur à toute l'équipe de CHEO. Here are a few more messages from Team RBC.
Thank you to our CHEO healthcare workers. From Kingston, Maine, thank you, CHEO frontline workers.
Thank you, CHEO healthcare workers, for your hard work.
Thank you, CHEO healthcare workers, for all your hard work.
Thank you, CHEO healthcare workers. We appreciate everything you do.
Hello, everybody. All you good people from CHEO, Jim Cuddy, Ann Lindsay, Colin Cripps, here to provide you with a little musical relief. Here we go. When I finally put my heart away, stepped out of the mess that I had made. A long time coming, but it's better late than never, I said. People say there's someone you should see. I say, why you doing this to me? I'm happy on the shelf, there's nothing left to rattle my head. Walked into the room and I just knew right away. Small talk time as the hours ticked away. So many nights so blue. Oh, what else could I do? Oh, while I was waiting for you. Should have seen the ones that came around, like they're picking through the lost and found. I looked them up and down and I wish that they would pass on by. Maybe it was something in their walk, something funny about the way they talk. Whatever it was, they were dead before they'd even try. They stumble through the door, say they're feeling kinda shy. Tell me their life story, man, I could have died. So many nights so blue. Oh, what else could I do? Oh, while I was waiting for you. I looked into your eyes and then I knew all my waiting time was through. Never felt a joy like this before. You woke me up like a siren, screaming like the shock of a slamming door. Into your eyes and then I knew all my waiting time was through. Never felt a joy like this before. You woke me up like a siren, screaming like the shock of a slamming door. Who knows about the road that lies ahead? Could be good or we could both be dead. A little life's lesson, you don't go messing around with fate. I woke up in the morning like it's just another day. Could have made a wrong turn, baby used to say. So many nights so blue. Oh, what else could I do? Oh, while I was waiting for you. While I was waiting for you. While I was waiting for you. Thank you very much. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ever since you came back, you've been living in the dark, sleeping through the days and wandering night times to the park. I don't know what's got you worried, and I don't know what's to blame. I know you've got your secrets, but we're all the same. We're gonna run to now. Walked by your old house and I was picturing our past, living on a promise that we both knew couldn't last. Well, you moved like an angel floating right above the ground. Still can hear you singing, oh, I miss that sound. We're gonna run to now. Our days go by like rivers flowing. Turn your head away and then they're gone. Something tells me just keep going. You rest when you are done. You rest when you are done. Oh. Our days go by like rivers flowing. Turn your head away and then they're gone. Something tells me just keep going. You rest when you are done. You rest when you are done. What to tell the neighbors when they ask what's going on? They hear all the howling and the chanting on the lawn. They don't need too much to go on for the stories they will tell. Nothing they love better than the ones who fell. Are we gonna run to now? Our days go by like rivers flow. Turn your head away and then they're gone. Something tells me just keep going. You rest when you are done. You rest when you are done. Oh. Thank you very much. I'm going to move on to one. I'm going to tell you a little story. Well, we used to tour a lot in the States. It was always for quite a bit of time, and it was usually pretty despairing, you know, even if the gigs were good. It was just a long time away from home and places that you were very unfamiliar. So, one time we show up in Nashville, and the bus pulls up in front of the hotel. We go into the hotel. It's mid-morning. It's so hot already. Walk in, and we ask the person behind the desk, is there someplace we can get breakfast? And she says, yeah, there's a place on the top of the hill, baby, but you don't want to go there. And I figure she's just saying, we're just such, you know, pansy Canadians that it's so dangerous up there, we shouldn't go up there. So I think, oh, I'm tough, I'll be fine. So I go outside and I start walking up the hill, and again, mid-morning, it's probably 105, 106 degrees. By the time I get to the top of the hill, my shirt is soaked through, I feel ill. There's absolutely no way I feel like having breakfast. So I just walk back, tail between my legs, I go in the hotel, I was walking through the lobby, and the lady behind the desk, without even lifting her head up, goes, I told you, baby. That's called Head Over Heels. Sun breaks, well, I can't wait till I've been on my way again. I'm sick and tired of waiting with nothing to do. Watching the rain through a crack in the window, little things get you through. Like the same sun rising on me is rising over you. Fly in, floating like birds in the sky. You tell your secrets out gracefully you lie. Oh, that walking in this heat is just like floating in a dream. I've been torn apart, put back together with a couple of pieces in wrong. I'm holding up now, oh, but I won't be for long. Tossing and turning like waves in the sea. You show myself to me, you let me down easily. Oh, that's the way you come to me. I'm head over heels, always gonna be. That's okay, I love the way you come to me. Apart, I'm as steady as rain, nothing ever changes in my heart. Throw off the covers, open the windows, and don't care what we do. I've been standing for days, now I get to fall down with you. Tossing and turning like waves in the sea. You show myself to me, you lie so easily. Oh, that's the way you come to me. I'm head over heels, I'm always gonna be. That's okay, I love the way you come to me. Thank you very much. I'm assuming you're all safe and sound at home. Probably many of you in sweatpants. I know that sweatpants have sort of taken over as the pandemic clothing. And I saw an ad the other day that was for business sweats. And I thought that's just taking it too far. That's giving up. That's giving up. I don't want to see a whole bunch of people in sweatpants and briefcases. It's me, what a big surprise, calling you up from a restaurant round the bend. Just got in from way up north, making tired now, and I could use a friend. Might be a fool, think that you do want to see me again. I know it's been a while since I talked to you. Nothing wrong, just nothing ever goes as planned. Many times I thought I'd call, didn't have your number in my hand. But I know it's true, you never do the same thing to me. I never meant to make you cry, and though I know I shouldn't call, it just reminds us of the cost of everything we've lost, that time in that soul. And maybe soon there'll come a day when no more tears will fall. We each forgive a little bit, and we both look back on it. It's just bad timing, that's all. Used to have so many plans, something always seemed to turn out wrong. I never could catch up to you, moving on and doing all you've done. But I don't know why, the harder I try, the harder it comes. I never meant to make you cry, and though I know I shouldn't call, it just reminds us of the cost of everything we've lost, that time and that soul. And maybe soon there'll come a day when no more tears will fall. We each forgive a little bit, and we both look back on it. It's just bad timing, that's all. We each forgive a little bit, and we both look back on it. It's just bad timing, that's all. Thank you. All right. I just keep changing things, so these two don't really know where we are. Too many hands carving up the sky, one and leaving their mark in the sand. Well, our destiny moves no matter where we stand. Too many hands. Well, there's dust in my eyes, poison in my brain. Well, an ocean that runs through my veins. But here in my chest, there's a feeling I don't understand. Too many hands. Here on the highest ground, you can see how far we've gone. One voice cries, echoes on and on. Well, and far away gone, I'll be hiding from the plan. Too many hands. Traces of history appear across the sky. Lay down now, let your spirit fly. Well, and too many hands fade away with time. They're losing themselves in the plans. Well, I offer my voice, hear me if you can. Too many hands, too many hands. Too many hands. So this next song is about, you know, there's a time in your life when you're young and you're out and you're having this intoxicating time anyway, and you have intoxicants, and you wake up in the morning, you got a terrible hangover, you feel bad, but it doesn't seem to matter, you know. You think that was worth it. It was fine. And you get over it in a couple of hours. Then as you get older, it gets so harder to get over it. And then as you get really older, you wake up and you feel so ashamed. You think, what am I doing? Like, why am I still drinking? Why am I still doing this? Why am I still wrecking myself at my age? This is embarrassing. And this song's about that. And then it's about the only tonic that really works, which is a beautiful day. It's called Glorious Day. Woke up this morning with a pounding in my head. Thought of maybe getting up, but I lay there instead. Why I do this, heaven knows. Waking up again in all my clothes. Oh yeah. Pull myself together and I went to scrub my face. Opened up the paper, but there's a war on every page. In this run you down selfish land, how you gonna find an honest man? Oh yeah. Outside my door the sun is shining bright. I see people walking everywhere, showered with light. I can feel my blues fade away, 'cause with so much beauty everywhere, you can't hide from this glorious day. Oh, come and keep me company. She said, I got work, but I will be there presently. So I sat there patiently, counting up the birds in all the trees. Oh yeah. Outside my door the sun is shining bright. I see people walking everywhere, showered with light. Well, I can feel my blues fade away, 'cause with so much beauty everywhere, you can't hide from this glorious state. Outside my door the sun is shining bright. I see people walking everywhere, showered with light. Well, I can feel my blues fade away, 'cause with so much beauty everywhere, you can't hide from this glorious state. Thank you. All right, I'm just going to get a harp now. Hopefully this is the one. Is it the one? You can check these things over and over again and not get it right. And many times I have not gotten it right. So I want you to know that I wore this beautiful shirt for you, even though you're in sweats. Partly because it's a beautiful shirt and I wanted to impress you, and partly to cover up all the black fly bites on my neck. It's unbelievable. They met in a hurricane, standing in the shelter, out of the rain. She tucked a note into his hand. Later on, they took his car, drove on down where the beaches are. He wrote her name in the sand, never even let go of her hand. Somehow they stayed that way for those 5 days in May. Made all the stars around them shine. It's funny how you can look in vain, living on nerves and such sweet pain, a loneliness that cuts so fine. Find the face you've seen 1,000 times. Sometimes the world begins, sets you up on your feet again, and oh, it wipes the tears from your eyes. And How will you ever know the way that circumstances go? It's gonna hit you by surprise. Well, I know my past, you were there, and everything I've done, you are the one. Looking back, it's hard to tell why they stood while others fell. You spend your life working it out. Well, all I know is one cloudy day, they both just ran away. Rain on the windshield headed south. And oh, she loved the lines around his mouth. Sometimes the world begins, sets you up on your feet again, and oh, it wipes the tears from your eyes. And how will you ever know the way that circumstances go? It's gonna hit you by surprise. Well, I know my past, you were there, and everything I've done, you are the one. And Lindsay, Colin Cripps. That's all the notes on their instruments. This song came from when the pandemic started. It occurred to me that it wouldn't be very long. So I have a little country place, or my wife and I have a little country place just north of the city, so I went and holed up there. And then pretty much just watched it from TV. And I noticed that up there, you know, it's country, so neighbors aren't particularly connected, but there all of a sudden there was an email chain, everybody asking each other if they needed anything. And then I was watching TV, and I was watching all the Black Lives Matter protests and people coming out of their homes and just to try to make a better world for other people. And I thought how much kindness this was all showing. And as I contemplated how long we were going to be in lockdown, I thought, you know, we are an amazingly resilient species. We can handle a lot. But we need elements of hope. We need to know that we're making a difference, and we need to know that something good's up ahead. So this is called Good News. How did you know it was me that was crying behind the locked door? I don't cry very much, in fact not at all, but I know what I was crying for. Lately the walls of my world have been crumbling, letting in all of my blues. Oh, I know I'll get through it, just gotta hear some good news. Well, I guess that we're getting all we deserve. We've been careless for too many days. When I see all my brothers and sisters together, I know that that's worthy of praise. History has its own way of revealing the moment that we lit the fuse. Oh, I guess we'll get through it, just gotta hear some good news. Oh, why am I blinded again? So much I don't understand. I wake up dreaming at night, watching the lives that I'm holding slip through my hands. I don't understand. I wake up dreaming at night, watching the lives that I'm holding slip through my hands. Oh, the anger is rising, there's effigies burned, there's damage that surely will last. At this moment in time, well, I hope we have learned not to slip back to ways of the past. There's a light that keeps shining so deep in our hearts, and it's there anytime that we choose. Oh, I know we'll get through it, just gotta hear. Oh, I know we'll get through it, just gotta hear. Oh, I know we'll get through it, just gotta hear some good news. Good news. Thank you. Hit it, Colin. Daytimes are drag, night times are worse. Hope that I can get home soon. But the half-finished bottles of inspiration lie like ghosts in my room. I wanna go, no I can't stay, but I wanna run, thrilling this way. Till I am myself, till I am myself, till I am myself again. There's a seat on the corner I keep every night. Wait till the evening begins. Well, I feel like a stranger from another world, but at least I'm living again. There are nights full of anger, words out of throne, tempers that are shattered and thin. But the moments of magic are just too short. They're over before they begin. Well, I know it's time, one big step, but I can't go, I'm not ready yet. Till I am myself, till I am myself, till I am myself again. That my house was on fire. People laughed while it burned. Well, I tried to run, but my legs were numb. I had to wait till the feeling returned. Yeah, I don't need a doctor to figure it out. I know what's passing me by. When I look in the mirror, sometimes I see traces of some other guy. I know it's time, one big step, but I can't go, I'm not ready yet. Till I am myself, till I am myself, till I am myself again. Thank you. I'm going to move over to the piano now. All right. Well, if I had my way, I would never go back. With my back to the wall, just letting myself fall. Watch the daytimes turn black. But now and again I find you cross my mind. Whoa, whoa. Oh, if I was a train, I would never slow down. With my head in the sky and the world gone by, every nowhere town. As I write one more letter to you, no, I can't change the things that I do. Oh, one day when you discover just why I ran, ran away from you, lover. I know I'm to blame, feel so ashamed, call out your name. Oh, after the rain. I've thrown away everything to you. Well, I've wasted my dreams. Each day it seems losing my way back to you. It's time for a change. How, what else can I do? Hear the clock ticking time. Better make up my mind. Is it me or is it you? Yeah, tonight as I'm losing control, I will drink to the queen of my soul. Oh, one day when you discover just why I ran away from you, lover. I know I'm to blame, I feel so ashamed, call out your name. After the rain, oh, after the rain, oh, after the rain. After the rain, oh, after the rain, oh, after the rain, after the rain.
Nice one.
Well, you CHEO folks, thank you very much for listening. Once again, this is Ann Lindsay on the violin, and this is Colin Cripps on the guitar, and both of them doing many things. We read all the stats that come out of your hospital, and it's really unbelievable. It's unbelievable all the work that you do, and I'm glad if there was one benefit to this pandemic, it is that it shines a spotlight on all the brilliant work and dedicated work that healthcare professionals like yourselves do. So thank you very much. And we'll finish with this one. Well, they broke off the locks and they opened the doors, pushed up the windows and painted the floors, grew a little garden outside in the rust and sand, raised up the roof till it touched the sky, picked up the pieces that were left to die, brought this building back with a healing hand. When you see trouble, you're bound to moving on the double, 'cause you leave your mark upon everything. In your head those Liberty bells still ring. We know that you don't even mean a thing you say. So you brought in the army to do your job, kicking in doors and swinging their clubs, back in the morning to watch themselves on the news. You're just doing the bidding of money men. If it turns out right, they'll call you friend. One little favor, how could you really refuse? And oh, my heart is sinking. Same old useless one out thinking. You live your life in the court of kings, bow to the ruler and kiss the rings. We know that you don't even mean a thing you say. It could happen to you. It could happen to you. It could happen to you sometime when you least expect it, done by the ones that you never suspected. All your bills come due, it can happen to you. Don't need an army to move out the port. You brought it out once, I know you could bring it again. And oh, my heart is sinking. Same old useless one out thinking. You live your life in the court of kings, count your money as the raven sings, safe and sound when the wrecking ball swings. All your riches won't mean a thing someday. Oh, it could happen to you. It could happen to you. Yeah, it could happen to you. It could happen to you. Oh, it could happen to you. It could happen to you. Yeah, it could happen to you. Goodbye, all you lovely people. Thank you very much. Ann Lindsay, Colin Cripps. Thank you all. Wow, that is a tough one. Was Tara Lightfoot on that? And Tara Lightfoot was not on that list. The Sky Diggers were one of the original bands that we played with. And they're fantastic. Julian Taylor. You put me on the spot here because I know I'm going to forget something. But there's so many good young acts out there now. The Ferraros, that's a great act. Sam Pauly, who was here earlier, he's new and upcoming. Of course, Devin Cuddy, my son. That's a few for now. Well, I would say that the pandemic for me is split into kind of three sections. The first section where things were starting to get canceled, but it was the winter and I had just completed a tour. So I decided to hunker down. We have a little country place, hunker down there and do some writing, which would have been maybe what I was doing anyway. And then the next third, when it became apparent that it was going to last a long time and summer shows were all gone. Again, I wrote a lot of music. It ended up that there were 2 records being done simultaneously. I did a solo record, and then Blue Rodeo decided to do a record. So I was writing for 2 different records. And then as the summer progressed and the fall was there, and again, you know, I was doing online shows and some this and that here and there. But then I started to do the recording, but it was done in a very odd fashion because we weren't really allowed to get together. So Tim, audio engineer, myself, Colin Cripps, we just bring one person in at a time. We'd do the songs acoustically, and then we'd bring in drummer, either Joel or Glenn. And anyway, just one person at a time. And although it seemed foolish because it's never the way we made records, it turned out to be a really good way to make records because there was so much crafting and so much specific attention to detail. So it was actually pretty good. And then, you know, as a subset to those 3 sections, then the last two months where it's just truly gone on too long. Well, I think I always cooked and I always exercised. I always rode bikes and ran. But I used the winter to heal because when you're my age, there's going to be lingering things that never get better. So I had that time. And then as the better weather came and we had these little projects around, replacing a fence at our house, building garden boxes at our farm, there was nobody to do them and there's no wood. So my sons and I had to learn how. I mean, I already knew how to do some construction, and one of my sons, Sam, is pretty skilled. So we had to do all these projects ourselves, and there's a satisfaction in that. But I'd rather be out playing and able to pay somebody to do it. But it was a lot of DIY projects. My ideal summer day, because I have such a deep Protestant work ethic, my ideal summer day is coming back from having just worked somewhere that I really enjoyed, some outdoor show. Our little country place has a big, huge pond that's freezing cold all the time. So my ideal day is starting off with a swim in the morning and then maybe a bike ride and lunch on the lawn, cocktails under the tree, nice dinner outside, friends, family. That cannot be repeated too often. All of the above. I have a couple of virtual performances that will keep going. I think that'll be a constant feature over the next number of years because it's so convenient and people are all set up to do it. And it allows people from very different places to see something at the same time. I have a couple of drive-ins coming up. Blue Rodeo has a few performances, one specific on being on the waterfront in Toronto at the end of August. And looks like that will happen. So, and then things will get back to some form of normalcy in the fall. Taw's Winery is, first of all, a first-class winery. Maury and Joanne are friends. I've played at their winery each year for the solstice, the summer solstice, and I've always been an admirer of their wines. Maury proposed it to me, and it was kind of funny because there was a lot of people had wines, Tragically Hip, and a lot of sports people. And I was wondering why, because I've always had a keen and I think well-known interest in wines, that I never got any offers to do it. Maury offered to do it with me for a white and a red, and then subsequently a sparkling wine. And on that same day, that very same day, truly, I came back from lunch having made a deal with Maury, and somebody else offered it to Blue Rodeo. So I don't know, for some reason it came in clusters, but it came just through a friendship. We're back. Thank you for bringing us back, even if it wasn't your choice. Don't tell me I'm wrong, 'cause I've been watching every move that you make. Heart you steal in your makeup and heels. Trouble for the man that you take. Every time you walk in the room, could never be sure of a smile. Never the same way twice. I'm falling in love night after night. It's crazy. Ooh, ooh. So many people have said, oh, girl, got nothing but time. You are a shining star. Don't worry, but you're leaving behind. Every time you walk in the room, could never be sure of a smile. You're never the same way twice. I'm falling in love night after night. It's crazy. Oh, you got to try. How don't you know you got to try? Oh, baby, you try. Every time you walk in the room, could never be sure of a smile. You're never the same way twice. Falling in love night after night. It's crazy. Oh, you got to try. Colin Cripps, Ann Lindsay, Jim Cuddy, thank you and goodbye.